It get critical. Move too tight with the knock on the bottom, invisible. He got left on the scene, it was pitiful. Nigga move wrong in the spot, then I blick it. Lil' bro do a shot, he tryna get ready. We smoke gaddy with mass, you out now, that's scary. I'm tryna fuck, I am not into you. We gon' lift him, like better move right to my orders, the blitz him, get him, clip him. Down on that V, we gon' hit him. I can't dance in the party, I'm dead off lip. I told her pull up with her sister. After that, I get right on her liver. I ain't scared, bitch, I'm pulling this trigger. And if she try to line it, you know we gon' step to the party. She gave me that look, I knew she was jacking it. She see the house on bar, start whacking shit. And she think she got a chance, I ain't having it. Ass fat, I start grinding. In the deli, I stay moving tackling. I was down bad, so I had to. Like what? Always licked and say that. He got hit, he ain't even spray back. 3-2 kick, make that nigga lay back. Like I'm tryna aim with his face at. Shit doubted, but nigga, you ate that. God, we like to take that. I told her bend it over and just shake that. Shit, I have to go up and flame that. Now look, like he see me, he was shook. In the trap, I learned how to dance. I seen it was D, now she singing my hooks. Now look, free all the guys that came from the road to the island. We was wild, had to get on her knees. She looking like Megan Thee Stallion. Now look, put the pole down. Let's get it on, Kelly, Sally, put it right in her thumb. Fuck good, now she singing my song. Now look, creep through the block, we tryna sweep. Big knock him off his feet, his man's ran up our.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's BlackSouls, and today I'm here with a video. Today, Alright. So what I'm doing today is I'm gonna be watching the Monument Mythos Season 1 and Season 2. I also have a bonus video as well. Hopefully I can get through this, hopefully. Alright, hold on, y'all. I gotta fucking log into this shit. Alright, here we go, y'all. I see Dashy. Damn. Part 5, that's what's up. I'm scared because I feel like I'm not gonna get to record this video. Mainly because of the account I'm on. Like, I feel like I'm not even gonna be able to get this shit started. I know I could use a different account, but this is the only one that's connected, that's logged into PlayStation Plus. Well, not PlayStation Plus, but PlayStation, the PSN. And not just that, like, for most of the digital games he has on there, has on the PS3 game, my save files are on there. But I'm looking for something. I'm looking for the bonus video because I'm probably gonna watch that first. There we go. Bro, shout out to fucking Heavenly for making that. Shout out to him. I've already watched the Kanawha Tapes 1. I already watched that shit. So, alright, so this is the bonus video. I'm gonna play this first. It's not really long. It's only like 11 minutes and some seconds. Shout out to Heavenly for making that. Shout out to you.
Hello, my name is David and welcome back to Kanawha County Survival Guide, brought to you and filmed by the Kanawha State Forest. Our main priority is to make sure that you, yes you, are safe. We will now be going over some basic survival skills that will help you in the event you get lost in the forest. The first thing to do is not panic. Panicking can make things worse as it will lead you into unnecessary situations such as encountering dangerous animals. The best thing to do is check your surroundings for identifiable landmarks and try to call for help. It is also recommended to keep a positive attitude while trying to get help. If there isn't any help available, then this is when you will take these next steps in order to ensure your survival. The first step is to build a shelter. It might sound and feel impossible at first, but with a calm mind and a positive attitude, you can make a simple debris hut. A debris hut is relatively easy to build. What a debris hut requires is the following: a small, good-sized hut made of leaves, grass, boughs, and other items that can be found in the woods that are around you. This is helpful if you want to build something quick and easy or need an emergency shelter. Yet, there are more creative solutions for shelter, such as hiding in dens, which might be dangerous because you might come across wild predators that you are unfamiliar with. Keep in mind, this method is not recommended for people that are afraid. The next step is to make fire for heat and light.
Nigga, what
For
the fuck was
you
that?
need a fire starter, small sticks known as kindling, and dry wood. Using dry wood and kindling will help make the fire grow more smoothly and quickly.
Yeah?
For campers, there are a variety of them to pick and choose from. These include, but not limited to,
These include, but not limited to,
steel, matches, and newspaper.
Yeah!
Now that you have a shelter,
Let's go, David!
It's time to gather some food.
Woo!
There are several sources where you can find food.
Yeah!
Animals are the most primary ways to gather food when you are lost in the forest.
Yeah?
If you want something more plant-based, berries are the most common items used. You can look at various plants to gather from, but you have to be careful.
Yeah.
Because there are some berries that have cyanide in them.
Yeah.
You can create a weapon or
Hi,
a trap
dear.
that can quickly capture,
Oh,
kill,
dear.
or hurt
Alright, I'm
an
gonna
animal
stop.
if you want to
That
harvest
shit.
meat.
Sorry.
One easy weapon to make is a
Sorry.
pike or an arrow. Knives and axes are other forms of weapons that you may carry as well. You don't need firearms, however, as they can scare your prey away. Even if you know self-defense, be cautious because you never know what kind of creature you'll encounter gathering food. It's time to find some water. Hydration is always important to us, but looking for fresh water is a challenge. Water from creeks and lakes can have particles in them, like dirt and bacteria. If you want clean water, you can use your shirt to filter water. However, some lakes can still be contained with chemicals, bacteria, or water with an iron.
What the fuck?
We interrupt your regular scheduled programming with some breaking news.
Yeah?
Thank you for your time, listeners. On tonight's news, the Charleston Police Department is currently investigating a strange case involving 3 missing teenagers in the Kanawha State Forest. Detectives are trying to look for more evidence and clues within the state forest. However, considering the fact that they disappeared without a trace, the police department stated that it would become a more difficult challenge. However, Detective Keith Haddon had decided to help them out with the ongoing investigation.
Yeah, okay.
We asked him earlier about what motivated him to solve this case, and he responded with the following statement. This case has really piqued my interest, as something about this feels abnormal. The team didn't leave behind a lot of evidence or clues, and what we have so far hasn't yielded any promising outcomes. I want to help the police department with this investigation as much as possible.
Okay.
In my past, I have solved numerous cases that are deemed impossible to solve. I've been a detective about 19 years in this department, and I'm very certain we'll be able to find where they are. Let's all hope that they remain healthy and alive.
They're not. Maybe they are.
What I mentioned here is that Detective Haddon has been getting assistance from Todd Davis, a close friend of the missing teens. He reported in an interview with Todd that he was with his friends at the forest, but didn't go missing as he wasn't with them at the time of their disappearance. Some colleagues of Haddon had raised their suspicions at first, but doesn't believe that Todd killed his friends after the initial interview. In another statement, Haddon said that he just sounds like he needs some help. This kid will get all the help that he needs. I don't believe that he killed his friends. He seems like a good kid with good intentions.
That don't mean shit.
It's hard to tell when new updates will be heard.
I'm not trying to be mean, but that don't mean shit. I'm just saying.
For now, all we can do is hope that they are still alive and well.
They're most likely not, but we'll pray. Okay?
This lost tape was recovered on April 26,
Oh my god,
1994,
no!
in
The
deepest
lost
parts
tape!
of the Kanawha State Forest. In this tape, it shows Colin Foster, who, at the time, was a park ranger investigating the last known location of the missing 3 teenagers. The year dated on this tape is marked as 1984, exactly 10 years before the tape was found. Colin Foster would go deep into the woods trying to trace the steps of the missing teens, but would later die due to an unknown entity that was caught on tape. Due to the nature of the video, it is cautioned that examination of the tape must be heavily advised.
Good afternoon. My name is Colin Foster. You can call me Ranger Colin, and I work here in the Kanawha State Forest. I know that park rangers are supposed to preserve and protect these places, but I'm currently busy with something else right now. I heard there's an investigation going on in the forest, and I don't know the full story, but I heard there was a group of 4 teenagers that tried to camp here, and 3 of them went missing. From what I've heard from the updates, the police and detectives aren't finding good evidence. That's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I can find and give it to the police. This also includes the camera in case I catch anything wild, but I doubt that would happen.
Please no.
I believe this is the spot where they camped. It looks like
Chicago. Damn, they got the Chicago Bears.
I'm not sure if that's true. But I'm just trying.
That's
to get more
either
context
Chicago
about the
Bears or
situation.
that's the Cubs. That's the Cubs. My bad. I couldn't
It
see
looks
the
like he's still
colorway
in the sleeping
fully
bag
at
too,
first,
too.
but nah, it's
I don't
red,
know
blue,
too
and
much
white.
about it, because this
That's
might be
definitely
something
the
for
Cubs.
detectives to look at.
And I even saw a baseball mitt.
I might have found a spot where they were.
Yeah,
left.
those are definitely the Chicago
I've never seen
Cubs.
a
They're
bike here
most
before.
definitely.
But I think the police took it away for evidence. Or it might have been stolen. I guess that will remain a mystery. I want to take a look, but I don't think it's a good idea to go through the woods. I mean, if they went through the woods...
Don't do it!
What if there's more evidence there?
Don't do it!
Hold on.
What the fuck?
Hey, Colin again. I thought about it, and I decided to go through the woods. Now I know
This
it was a bad idea,
motherfucker!
but I believe it's
This
time I went back.
motherfucker! Okay.
I've been a park ranger for 2 years, and I've done a lot of training, including survival. This doesn't mean I'm going deep into the woods.
You did go deep in the woods, and that's why you died.
But we're getting
No,
there.
and it's nighttime? No!
Also,
No!
I don't see any evidence so far.
This ain't a good idea!
Footprints and nothing else. As far as I
This
see,
ain't a good idea!
the police couldn't find any clues.
I found something! It's a book!
But I'm not sure if it belongs to them.
Oh my
It looks
god.
like one of the kids
No,
left it
no,
behind.
no.
It's 15 blocks from a den, and it's located deep in the woods. I know the den is dangerous, so I'm not looking in there. but I'll bring this book anyway. Jesus! It's cold again. I'm sorry. But I just need a moment to breathe.
Oh, no.
That bird. It wasn't even a bird. It might have been. I'm looking for a way out, but I think I'm lost. The same noise surrounds me on every path I take. I've never faced this level of danger. And I'm trying to calm down, but I don't think I can because something is chasing me, and I think that something will probably kill me. If anyone finds the table and figure everything out!
Oh my god! Who the fuck is that? Wow! Seriously? Fucking seriously? Wow! What the fuck? What the fuck did I just witness? What the fuck was that? Who was that? Who the fuck was that? I don't like that shit. Who was that? Who the fuck was that? Alright. Now we're on the Monument Mythos. I'm watching season 1 and season 2 and then I'm done. For today, I'm done. A lot of these videos, I'm probably gonna be here for like over 2 hours. I have a feeling. Because some of the episodes be like 20 minutes long. Or more. And it's just wild. Okay. Upload one.
Many dimensions intersect with our own, several of which are 2D planes. When two or more planes intersect, they form corners. Entities in the intersecting planes cannot perceive each other. They exist separately, in their own worlds. However, the corner folk can pass these boundaries and enter other planes. The corner folk are a trans-dimensional species. They are the only ones who can traverse the corners shaped by planes. Coincidentally, I believe that the corners of my own home align with several planes, for I've seen the corner folk in action, crossing the corners from one reality to another.
What the fuck was the what?
This leap requires massive amounts of energy that, when released, produces bright blue flashes. I have yet to discover the source of this energy, and the reason behind the cornerfolk crossings remains unknown.
Okay.
While I was at work, my cameras captured up to 12 cornerfolk huddling in the doorway.
That shit looks like a spider. I don't like that.
Quickly, but the new footage has proven otherwise. When I'm not around, they take a break from traveling and exhibit micro-movements similar to dreaming animals. They must feel safe in these corners, which suggests that the cornerfolk's own home is made of similar structures. I imagine that their corner world is made of many plane intersections, allowing them to move freely without using up any energy. My photographs show that smaller cornerfolk have odd impressions on their skin, as though they have been pressed against many plane intersections at once. The corners likely belong to a nursery or a crib in their homeworld. A multitude of corners placed in close proximity could be used to secure the infant from leaving the corner world. Perhaps they only cross corners in search of food, the same way we only leave our homes for resources. The corner world may be used to raise young, while my own house's corners serve as rest stops of sorts during their journeys.
This is fucking weird.
I've begun to dream of the corner world. I can't stop thinking about it.
I have no idea
According to
what
the
I
calendar,
just
I
got
spent entire
myself
weeks in
into.
my home, just drawing and describing the corner world on paper. I lost my job last month due to repeated absences, but it really does feel like I just left the office this afternoon. When the corner folk jump, it feels as though they're taunting me. But I'm close to a solution.
Yeah?
Regardless of whether my body survives the forces of the corner world or not.
Yeah?
This much is certain. The fear of my own destruction will not prevent my entry.
Okay. What the fuck? What? How the fuck did that happen? How the fuck did that happen? Hi. Hi. You have to get so fucking close? Yeah? I don't like them fucking sounds. What was that? Hell no. They need to fucking stop with that. They need to chill. I don't like that shit. I can't handle that shit. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Shout out to Andrew Wilson. August 2020. Nice.
It's the final game, folks. This one wins the series. Struck out with the cheap seats. Important things aren't worth compromising. At Farmers, we offer both quality insurance and great savings. Here, take mine. We are Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
The most difficult aspect, although the statue the most difficult aspect of the construction was the pedestal. Although the stay was intended to be a gift, the U.S. ambassador urged us to follow President Grant's request. I'm pretty sure y'all can see it there. We agree and each month we receive varying size requirements for the pedestal. I want to read it though, that's why I'm doing it. After 4 years, request to change the size of the pedestal ceased. Okay? People wonder why the pedestal is so much taller than the radio. All I tell them is ask the Americans. In 1949, the statue underwent extensive renovations. The official blueprint behind the changes, titled ST-LI 1.8084, was classified for 36 years. Interesting. Provide entrance for sustenance. Fuck! Engine. Axle. Wheels. What the fuck? Entrance. Stairs. Drain. Waste storage. What? So is it breathing? Is that what I'm getting? During the summer of 1954, thousands of immigrants described a foul odor while passing through Ellis Island. Okay. Ellis Island was awful. The whole place reeked of flesh like a slaughterhouse. There were also dead birds everywhere. My sister even found one in the toilet. If this is how the coast is, my father said, imagine how bad the city smelled. I remember hearing the other families have jokingly said that they want to return to Midland because of the smell. My family had sprayed perfume and burned candles to keep the stench away, but it would only work for an hour or so until the air became unbearable again.
Aveva spruzzato profumo e acceso candele per tenere lontano il fetore, ma funzionava solo per un'ora o giù di lì, finché l'aria diventava di nuovo insopportabile. Le serate erano così
The
calde.
evenings were so hot I stayed mostly awake even though the rest of the family slept soundly. Interesting.
Ricordo che
I
guardavo
remember
fuori
looking
dalla
out the window
finestra
each
ogni
night, seeing
notte
lines of
e
people
vedevo
being
file di persone
led
che
to the
venivano
Liberty
condotte allo
statue
stato
by
della
officials.
libertà dai funzionari. Se solo fossero
After
saliti
they would go
sul
into the pedestal, the
i
officials
funzionari
would
se ne
leave and
sarebbero
nothing else would
andati
happen.
e non sarebbe successo nient'altro. La mattina
The
seguente
following
però
morning
ci
would
sarebbe
smell so
stata una
much
vera e
worse
propria
though,
storia,
like a
un mattatoio.
The Ellis Island immigration statue, first sight of the Liberty worker. Upon investigation, local authorities, if you have family members who were arrested at Ellis Island between the years 1949 and 1954, you may be entitled to compensation. Liberty worker, thank you.
Hi,
I might just do season 1. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how long this is gonna be. The U.S. government can fund mass murder if it's labeled as a natural monument. Every day, executions occur in 26,000 American landmarks. 2,600. The blood of Rudy will be avenged. What? The souls of Lincoln will be freed. August 14th, 2003. More messages are found on Mount Rushmore. I will introduce infection next week, Monday through Sunday, 10:12 to 10:13 p.m. Watch the symptoms. What the fuck? Due to security concerns, the National Park Service assigns patrol for the next 7 nights. Couldn't read the other shit. Monday. What the fuck is that? Who is that? Who is that on the shoulder? Who is that? Not on the shoulder, but like on the head shit. Who is that? Wednesday? Okay. I can't fucking do this shit. Stop. Why are some of them looking? Like him. Did y'all see him? He was looking at you like... He's still looking still. What the fuck is that? Friday? Okay. What?
Natasha, is that how you say it? You look, wow. I mean, wow. Wow. Well, thanks. It's Old Navy. Wow. What'd you say?
Alcatraz Island, 2 days before therapy. Therapy? Fuck are they doing therapy on? Pacific Branch U.S. State Military. Is that the entrance? Fortifications. Tunnel. Reservoirs. Water tower. Okay. Morgue. Stockade / yard. Detector. tennis courts. Motherfuckers be playing tennis in Alcatraz? What the fuck is going on? Alcatraz Island, 1 day before therapy. Okay. I saw Alcatraz Gnosis. Wait, what the fuck is that? What is Alcatraz Gnosis? What is that? Is that type of brainwashing they do? Alcatraz Island, radiation therapy number 1. What the fuck? One. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
New pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread is the best thing since bacon and jalapeno stuffed cheesy bread, which was the best thing since original stuffed cheesy bread. Try irresistible new pepperoni stuffed cheesy bread. It's the perfect mouth-watering side for pepperoni lovers. Only at Domino's.
During a program of ABC Evening News, anchor Peter Jennings told viewers to look forward to next week for a special broadcast of national significance.
Okay, we got 8 more videos to watch, and then season 1 will be finished.
Over the next 7 nights, even referring to it at one point as the most unprecedented announcement in recent history. A week after its first mention, Jennings reminded viewers of the special broadcast one last time, asking them to pay attention later that night for an exclusive look at the greatest gift to the American people.
Which was what?
Due to the anticipation build over the week, over 60 million Americans tuned into ABC, waiting for the evening news to end and for the special special broadcast to begin. There were countless theories as to what would occur, from the announcement of alien life to the declaration of an all-out nuclear war. Speculation was brewing intensely.
Stop with
Once the evening
niggas
news
need to
program
stop with that
ended,
nuclear
a black
war
screen
shit.
with a 10-second countdown commenced with the title Dean Democracy. Some viewers, so terrified of the threat of nuclear war, reportedly experienced nervous breakdowns and ran down the street, declaring that Dean Democracy was the code name for an all-out nuclear holocaust. Yet once the countdown ended, all fears were soon replaced with tears of joy and an excitement not seen since the end of World War II.
What are we waiting for? Let's bring them back home.
In the seconds following James Dean's presidential announcement, hundreds of thousands of neighborhoods erupted into celebration. Although other candidates had promised to end the Vietnam War, none had so accurately expressed the same anger that they had felt, which Dean had perfectly conveyed in a 15-second broadcast. Due to popular demand, the ABC Evening News was canceled the next night, replaced by a 30-minute loop of James Dean's presidential announcement. The broadcast was watched again by over 38 million Americans, and the parties continued for the rest of the week. Due to repeated assassination attempts on Robert Kennedy, the Democratic Party presidential debates were canceled for the 1968 election season.
Who the fuck?
This proved to be no issue for Dean.
Who the fuck is Robert Kennedy? Who the fuck is that?
Indicated that he was in the lead for the entirety of 1967 and
Who is
1968,
that?
despite having had fewer public appearances and rallies than any other candidate. The strength of his campaign relied on the powerful advertisements he directed that would air every Friday evening on ABC. The series of programs would be considered by many as another weekly TV series and went on to become the highest-rated TV show on television after the conclusion of Star Trek in 1967. Although a presidential debate was eventually scheduled 2 weeks before the election, James
Star
Dean
Trek
instead
ended in
invited opponent Richard
1967.
Nixon
It
to a
didn't end
track
up
to
going
race
on
cars
and
the same
making
night.
movies and
Although
shit.
reluctant
That's
at
crazy.
first, Nixon eventually agreed and went to spend the entire day with Dean, reportedly even telling the actor, "To hell with it, I'm voting for you. You're already a better president than I'll ever be." This statement, although only a rumor, would spread like wildfire in tabloids and permanently curbed Nixon's chance for victory. On the morning of November 1st, 1968, 4 days before Election Day, anti-Dean groups
That's facts though. Because I'm gonna be honest, most of these presidents that say they're gonna make a difference, they never end up making that difference. And then instead
hijacked radio channels and told civilians they were fed up with James Dean and that television was ruining American youth. After the broadcast, the groups went on to cut hundreds of power lines in the southeast, effectively preventing any of these presidential ads from reaching any household.
I don't care what anyone says. You can argue with me all you want, but John F. Kennedy is the greatest president we ever had. And I mean that shit. He is the greatest president we ever had. And I will die on that hill. I will die on that hill. Because, listen, what John F. Kennedy did in 3 years is more than most of these presidents have ever done in their entire fucking existence. So let's get that shit straight. If it wasn't for John F. Kennedy, we probably, and also Martin Luther King Jr., America probably still wouldn't be what it is. Because what people fail to realize is that even though the world is fucked up, there is still shit that you can still have fun, and there's shit that you can do that is like real nigga shit. You know?
Tennessee. Dean quickly heard of the incident, and despite the risk of an
people can get mad at me all they want. JFK is the greatest president we ever had.
To repair the broken power lines.
And there's not even really
close. With a supportive crowd, primarily younger voters who were eager to see.
I mean, Abraham Lincoln is up there, but he is not better than JFK.
Often the parents of the younger
even though he had a longer presidency.
And occasionally peered through their window blinds to catch a glimpse of the handsome candidate. Although it wasn't known to Dean.
And listen, I'm not one to be about politics. Like, I don't really like politics. I think that shit is trash. Shit is straight garbage. But I actually, even though I wasn't born when he was president, I've done my research. I've seen the shit that he's done. He's done a lot of good things for a lot of people. And John F. Kennedy wasn't being no robot controlled by the government. Like, Kennedy was his own man. That's why Kennedy got fucking killed. It's because he was a real nigga and niggas couldn't stand it. They couldn't stand it that he was their president. They couldn't stand it, so they took him out of the picture.
At the time, hate groups in the South had perpetuated the idea that he was.
That's why he got killed, because he was being himself, and niggas didn't like that shit.
Clear signs of the devil.
James Dean America, circa 1969 AD. Kipling. Hey, okay. Do your thing. Alright, there we go.
Elderly white conservatives in the Southeast would be the only demographic unfazed by his campaign. Yet Dean continued to travel from state to state, repairing power lines for 4 days straight until the very morning of the election. On November 5th, 1968, James Dean received 75% of the popular vote with 395 electoral votes. Nixon congratulated Dean in a phone call the following morning, but Dean refused to acknowledge the win and instead asked to race cars again at the track. On January 20th, 1969, James Dean held his inaugural address at the official Capitol Raceway. Although presidents in the past had speeches that were typically around 20 minutes, Dean spoke for less than a minute.
I have a speech, and it has the flotsam that you people expect to hear. But that's not fair. No, that's not fair at all. I'm here for all of you. It's only fair that you speak for yourselves. My words shouldn't be louder than yours. So I brought many other guests to speak. They're just people like you and I. In the same time that many other presidents have spoken by themselves, America will speak. Thank you.
Okay.
Dean proceeded to introduce many groups to the microphone, including civil rights activists and Native American families.
Yay!
Would also come forward to speak.
Let's go, Martin Luther King! Woo!
President Dean would conclude the inauguration with a brief bongo performance.
Shout out to
and
Martin
went on
Luther
race
King.
Richard
That nigga's a
Nixon at the
legend.
track. In subsequent presidential inaugurations, those who disagreed with the elected president would instead celebrate Dean Democracy Day and
Well, what I should say is that man's a legend, because I don't think Martin Luther King would like that. I don't think he would like that. But shout out to Martin Luther King, for real. Shout out to that man, for real. Shout out to him.
tested by watching Dean's unique take on the address in place of the actual one.
Yeah?
In the televised address, President Dean planned to inform Americans of his first 90 days in office. However, 6 seconds into the broadcast, The audio cut out and remained absent for the remainder of the speech. Although anti-Dean groups claimed responsibility and took pride in the sabotage, many civilians claimed that it benefited the president. The silent broadcast highlighted President Dean's sincere facial expressions and lively disposition, as opposed to the stern and stiff personalities of prior administrations. Viewers were proud to see a man in his prime at the most important position in the country. Ironically, President Dean's popularity grew after the technical difficulty, and film director Stanley Kubrick went on to call the broadcast the greatest silent film ever made.
Yo, that's wild. That's wild. They fucking sabotaged him, but he ended up winning the greatest silent film of all time. And yeah, that don't sound like much, but do you know how influential silent films were in the early 1900s? There was a lot of them. And some of them are legendary. Straight up like that. Some of them are just legendary. Good shit, Alex Castanas. Good shit, boy. Narrated by Maui Chen. Shout out to Maui Chen. Dean, okay. Shout out to Lev for voicing James Dean. Shout out to you. Shout out to Andrew Wilson for the music. Shout out. November 2020. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we still got 7 more. But most of them are pretty short, except for Freedom Flower and the Rockefeller Tree Tragedy. Both of them are over 10 minutes. But that's fine. Now we go to the Air Force Angel. Don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean exactly, but okay. I'm just being honest. I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to mean exactly. Air Force One Angel. Going back there by a fucking gun. And with that boy who went on Air Force One. Sorry. Alright, on August 17th, 2003, Air Force One made an unannounced trip across the continental United States. Many civilians claimed to see the aircraft drop packages on various national monuments. It's something in coming right past because of you. Don't be careful and you know they could get a blast. Dead. Okay. Oh no. Don't be fucking around, kid. I'm probably just gonna I might just who the fuck is that? Who is that? That looks like Predator from Alien vs. Predator. Who is that? White House officials later disclosed that the unusual flight of Air Force One was unauthorized and unmannered. The lone figure seen inside the plane, dubbed the Air Force One Angel, has yet to be identified by federal authorities. Interesting. Does he have Air Force Ones on? Is he wearing Air Force Ones by Nike? Is he? Okay. Good shit, Alex Casanas. Once again, good shit. October 2020. Oh, God. Lincoln Looker. Okay. Maya Anderson.
It was terrifying. One moment you're at home answering the door, and the next you're stuck in some kind of suit. The smell was awful in there, and the metal seat was so cold. The only thing you can do is look through two little holes. It was some kind of mask, and whenever the sun shined near, I could see the inside of it. It was a familiar face. Every few nights, straws would be put through the holes, and someone would feed me some weird soup. After 2 weeks, they found out that they had misidentified me, and I wasn't the correct Lincoln Looker. Reagan apologized to me personally, and I was released with some monetary compensation. They don't care if I talk about it or not. No one would take me seriously. Lincoln looking is just too absurd.
Is it really, though? Okay, Maya. Yo. Maya can draw. Y'all may disagree, but she can draw. Are y'all seeing this? Incredible. She can draw. Like, damn. Leonard W. Moreland.
We dislike more than everyone else. Not usually famous or important, but you've done something that's affected us personally. Often you're the only person who remembers this act. And I've been that bad, but memory hurts. Everyone experiences this, and the president is no exception. Except he can do something about it. Every president can choose one person to be a Lincoln Looker. After their alibi is fabricated, the person is abducted from their home, and they stay a Lincoln Looker for as long as the president sits in office. Nobody can question his decision, and there's no trial. You might be surprised, but it's nothing new. It's been a tradition. Lincoln Lookers have been around for a very long time.
Due to the rumors that Lincoln workers were imprisoned behind presidential portraits, White House officials publicly removed and reinstalled the portraits to demonstrate the space that exists. Wall behind portrait 1. Portrait 2. Wall behind portrait 2. Howard Melrose.
We're not available now. Please leave your name and phone number after the beep. We will return your call.
Hey, Eunice. It's Howard. I don't know what I just saw. I was at the top of the steps, reading the inscriptions and talking to visitors, when I started to hear a faint scratching sound. I didn't think much of it at first, but when I got close to the chair, I realized that the scratching was coming from inside the marble. So I went to a guard and asked whether she could do anything about animals that could be trapped in there. She told me not to worry about it, and that they'd take care of it once there were fewer visitors. A few minutes passed, and the scratching became much louder. I went back to the guard and asked what kind of animals usually got stuck in there, and she said, wild animals. The sound started to make visitors anxious. I remember one boy pulling so hard at his mother's hand, begging to leave. A blind girl with one of those canes went up to the chair and pressed her head against it to listen. And she started crying. Her parents tried to pull her away, but she just began to hit the chair with her cane. That's when the guards asked everyone to go back down the steps. I don't know why, and it's going to sound crazy, but I felt compelled to help. So I went to the blind girl and joined her in hitting the marble. The guards tried to pin us down, but the scratching became too loud for even them. It sounded like someone was shaking down a chalkboard. Eventually, the marble began to crack, and a few more hits caused the crevice to expand all the way to the top of the chair. There was a sudden burst of air from the damage, and the head suddenly turned toward us. I was afraid it would fall, so I picked the girl up and went down a few steps. The head slowly rotated back into place, and when it started to be pushed upwards, I took out my camera. It was no wild animal.
What the fuck? Okay, that was fucking strange. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just witness? I got fucking chills. I deadass had fucking chills from that. Wow. The special tree.
The forest fell swiftly as the lumberjack swung, except for the special tree, which could not be stung. She missed her friends and the hymns they sung, so she started a tune that broke the man's lung.
What? What are you talking about? Sir, what are you talking about? That sounded like it made 0 sense. What are you talking about? 1840, what the fuck is that? That looks like Sour Fingers' crooked finger. Y'all remember Sour Fingers? That creepy ass bitch? Hell no. Turn the light back. I'm gonna turn the light back off. I'm gonna pack me a hitter real quick. (1861 to 1865). Construction halts due to the American Civil War. Okay. Prisoners of war are seen being led into the unfinished tower. Oh God. (1888). Construction is completed. Y'all, this is some weird shit. 1910, visit the Washington Monument and listen closely. Hear the music within its walls. 10 cents per head. The Washington Monument became a major tourist attraction. Okay. (1910 and what? 20. Could all of them possibly be Lincoln lookers? Maybe. Okay, Washington absentees. Washington Standard Operation. A classified film titled Washington Standard Operation is leaked by news agencies. Okay. Monument entrance door. What I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking that I'm probably just gonna do season 1 and then wrap it up. The reason why is Nikki could come home anytime now. Or he could come down here and tell me to log off, like. So I'm probably just gonna do season 1, and then I'll do season 2 tomorrow. Washington Monument is vandalized. The infection is nigh. The music of Washington will end. – 2003. I was 1 year old in 2003. I didn't like that really. What the fuck? Unconscious. Damn! And I'm doing this all one take too. I'm not gonna edit nothing out.
An accidental discovery made by two fishermen.
And that's real. I'm not editing anything out.
Around 4 p.m. on Christmas Eve, Ralph Grassman and Michael Tillin were really in the last batch.
Because I don't need a pee. I'm not really hungry right now.
It looked like a bicorn, one of those hats from way back when, said Grassman.
I got my drink
also organized the trip.
with me.
Grassman walked down the ice to retrieve the hat. When he pulled back the hat from the ice, someone back in shock at the sight of a human scalp, partially exposed in the ice. Tillin walked over and after a brief discussion with Grassman, agreed to remove the rest of the body from the ice. The effort took several hours, but by 10 p.m. the fishermen were able to pull the entire body from the ice with no further damage. Although both men had presumed that the individual was already dead for some time, Tillin exclaimed in shock when he reportedly saw the individual's eyelid twitch. Grassman suggested to immediately take the body home and attempt to revive the frozen man. They proceeded to carry it back to Grassman's apartment. They laid the body in a full bathtub, gradually raising the water's temperature throughout the night to prevent shock. Grassman claims to have learned this technique from a pulp magazine he had read as a child. At 2 a.m. the following morning, Tillin claimed that an individual briefly regained consciousness and shouted, "Victory or death," while Grassman rested in the living room. At 7 a.m., the further individual appeared to have relapsed into a deep coma, which prompted Grassman to inform the local authorities. And that's why he had to call medical personnel earlier. Grassman told reporters that he didn't want to risk the lives of the first responders, who had been driving on slippery roads in the dark. Shortly after being phoned, paramedics arrived and rushed the frozen man to a Delaware State hospital. Throughout the experience, both fishermen thought that the individual's face seemed vaguely familiar. It was only until he pulled out a dollar bill that the connection was fully made. When we first dug him out, we moved his clothes so we could carry him more easily. Clothes really come because they were completely frozen over. By this, we saw the clothes without ice, and we could have no doubt that we dug out George Washington. Although Delaware State Hospital has declined to comment on the identity and the condition of the man, Grassman brought the bicorn hat from the previous days to the Delaware History Museum, where historians confirmed to be an authentic piece from the 18th century. The allegations raise more questions than answers, as further research revealed that no Washington reenactors or artifacts have been reported missing. Dressman believes that the man who dug out from the ice is the true George Washington, and the former president had become gravely ill while crossing the Delaware River.
I'm liking this so far, though. I'm liking this.
Devastating to the war effort, so his condition was likely kept secret by having a double acting as the president until 1797. When asked for an explanation to why the body had been found so far from the site of the battle, Dressman replied, either drifted away or his men purposely planned it far away so that no one could find it. During Saturday's morning press conference, President Dean shared his thoughts on the discovery in 2 words. I'm surprised.
Good shit.
During the first winter of the center's construction, the workers set up the Christmas tree just outside the entrance. It was an uncanny sight to see a green fir.
You're fucking. The way you're talking right now is uncanny.
No man's land.
I got fucking chills.
Humbly ordained with strings of cranberries, buttons, and tin cans.
The way you said that, cranberries.
It demonstrated that even in the darkest of times, the American people will light the beacons of hope. I thought it could be the start of a great and inspiring tradition, so I traveled north to Babylon in search of a Christmas tree for the following year.
Virginia! Virginia! And what? Bye, Virginia! Fuck!
For 12 days and 12 nights, Mr. Rockefeller How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too short. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller?
Fuck, sorry about that,
No, it's much too tall. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? No, it's much too average. Mr. Rockefeller soon feared that he would leave empty-handed. Then, on the 12th night, just as he was packing up his stuff, Mr. Rockefeller heard the sweetest tune in the air. It sounded as though the very wind itself had fallen in love. He and his men followed the song and found themselves at the base of a very, very special tree. How about this one, Mr. Rockefeller? It's perfect. For the rest of the night, the men swung their axes at the special tree. Chop, chop, chop. However, when the sun rose, the tree was still standing. Their axes had left no marks at all. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. The next day, Mr. Rockefeller and his men laid 100 sticks of dynamite around the tree. 3, 2, 1, boom! Yet, the special tree continued to stand. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised. So Mr. Rockefeller decided to hire the best team of grave diggers to take the tree out of the ground. After a week of digging, they told Mr. Rockefeller the tree will be out in 3 years at this rate. Mr. Rockefeller was surprised, but he decided to let the grave diggers work. He would pick the next 3 best trees for the next 3 Christmases. But by the 4th year, the special tree was ready to display.
Interesting. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I actually did need to go pee. Y'all may get upset at me for this, but I ended up peeing in the bottle. I am gonna dump it out though. I put the cap back on me.
2 years, I have seldom mentioned the tragedy that occurred at the center. Many have taken offense at my silence, claiming it to be the result of a desensitization to earth-race accidents. Indeed, I have seen enough accidents in 3 lifetimes, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened at the center. For some time now, my friends have blamed the center's original construction workers for the tragedy, since it was their very own Christmas tree that had started the whole tradition. But the truth is that their tree brought joy and wonder to the public. It was my tree, and my tree alone, that brought about the unprecedented loss.
On a cold December morning in Midtown Manhattan, Rockefeller's men slowly raised special trees. Heave-ho! Heave-ho!
It's obvious this takes place in New York. But damn, Manhattan is included too?
Unlike any other tree, having no color, branches, or leaves.
No!
New York.
Fuck no! Did you see?
The tree was too bare. He asked for branches to be added so that ornaments could be hung.
Why the fuck would you take that tree with you? Did y'all see that shit? That shit looks like a dinosaur claw.
Mr. Rockefeller didn't agree. He thought the tree was perfect, just the way it was. But since Mayor Gardia had been one of his best friends, Mr. Rockefeller told his men to glue some branches on. I, Virginia, watched as the men placed branches on the special tree. I had saved my money for over 9 months to purchase a little star ornament because I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the Rockefeller Christmas tree. It laid in my pocket while I watched because I planned to hang my ornament as soon as the tree was standing. After the final branch had been added and all the men left, I quickly ran up to the tree. But to my astonishment, the lowest branch of the tree was over twice my height. I jumped as high as I could.
Okay, astonishment. I see you with the big words. I see you.
I was very disappointed. I wanted to be the very first person to decorate the tree.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No chance. Unless I called my friends.
Yeah?
At once, I began counting my friends on my fingers.
Damn.
Helen,
Charles, Elizabeth, Alice, Joseph, Elsie, Orville, Edith,
and Philip.
Edith, Olive, and Philip. Damn, she got 10 friends? Shit!
Friends, standing on each other's shoulders, could put me at the very top of the Christmas tree. My star could be the first and the tallest. Without a second to spare, I ran from door to door, asking for help. Knock, knock, knock. Helen, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Charles, are you there? Knock, knock, knock. Elizabeth, are you there? Eventually, I gathered all 10 of my friends at the bottom of the Rockefeller Christmas tree. I told them my plan, to have them all stand on each other and form a ladder for me to climb to the top. My friends understood my excitement, and they quickly started to climb onto each other's shoulders. Ow! Helen had stepped on Charles' fingers. Ow! Charles had stepped on Elizabeth's fingers. Ow! Elizabeth had stepped on Alice's fingers. After many groans and tumbles, my friends formed a sturdy ladder, and I began to climb. My joy grew with every passing pace. Before I knew it, I was at the very
Yay!
at the tree.
Yay!
My ladder of friends swayed back and forth, and occasionally felt like it was about to collapse. But I tuned out the movement and focused on the tree. Closer, friends, closer. Then I secured the metal star at the top of the tree.
Yeah!
Hooray!
Victory! Let's go! Let's go!
Just then, there was a strange sound. The tree began to shake. Its glued branches fell off all at once, and the entire tree slowly bent backwards. Soon, the very top of it touched the ground, forming a perfect arc. It was like a very strange rainbow. My heart sank as I saw my star gently slide to the ground from the tree's top. Bolts of lightning then shot out from inside the arc of the tree, producing thunderous booms. The lightning scared my friends and me. We all tumbled to the ground and ran in all directions, but the lightning caught up to us. I was blinded by a great white light. I remember when my eyes adjusted, I was in a field of special trees, and I saw... In a flash, I returned to the street where my friends and I had been struck by the lightning. We were all on the ground, being attended to by other people. I had scratched my legs badly, and I could see that my friends were also hurt. I looked up at the Rockefeller buildings, and I thought that they looked a little different. The whole street looked a little different, and the special tree was nowhere in sight.
It is only natural for the reader at this point to wonder why the incident has been referred to as a tragedy. There had been no loss of life, and, aside from a few temporary scorch marks on the center, no damage to the surrounding property. I, too, assumed it was a mostly inconsequential event.
Inconsequential.
Okay, the effects were exaggerated by the children at the scene. I was grateful that every life involved had been spared. A death at the center would have weighed heavily on my mind for some time. But when I encountered the results of the children's medical examinations, I wished that a death had occurred in place of the unfathomable.
What? That sounded kind of demonic. What the fuck?
My mom and pa visited
It sounded kind of
the
demonic
hospital,
at the end.
but they looked completely
Why you
different.
say it like that?
Ma looked worried. After she wiped her tears, she asked, "Did you hang your bear at the Rockefeller tree?" I answered, "It wasn't a bear. I was going to hang a star." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" Pa asked, "Where did you get these clothes?" I answered, "These are my clothes, the ones you had me put on this morning." To which they asked, "What do you mean?" My ma then asked, "Why are there dots all over your face?" I answered, "Those are my freckles. I've had them since I was little." To which...
Bruh. These her parents have amnesia, or something's going on. Because what the fuck?
What do you mean?
You keep on saying, "What do you mean?" This is like the third time you said, "What do you mean?" Do you not remember anything? My God. Jesus Christ.
Which made me feel better. None of us
Shout
thought
to that
our real
man, bro.
parents had
But
visited,
damn.
but they all did feel familiar. Orville and Philip were especially shaken. They didn't even share the same last name with their parents. The nurses tried to convince us that those who had visited us were our parents, and that we would come around to properly greet them after we healed. But it was hard to believe. Whenever I looked out the window, I saw that Manhattan looked different from memory. Mr. Rockefeller himself was kind enough to visit us in the hospital. He asked us whether we were okay, and then after some time, he and the nurses began to ask us some very easy questions about American history. Whenever we replied, they would chuckle and shake their heads, until I told Mr. Rockefeller who I thought he was. He chuckled at first, and then became silent, as if the simple fact had deeply affected him. He had asked all my friends a few more questions about himself, and with each answer, he seemed a little more scared. Mr. Rockefeller quietly stood with the nurses for a while, before he wished us a Merry Christmas and left. That evening, the nurses took x-rays of us to make sure we hadn't broken our ribs. Usually, those taking the x-rays are more than happy to show their patients what the pictures look like. And when I asked to see them, the nurses ignored me. I didn't fall asleep that night. I kept my ear close to the wall to hear what the nurses were saying next door. I heard one sentence over and over. Everything's backwards. I wonder what they meant by that. I never told my friends, because I didn't want to scare them.
Yes, understandable.
I rest the night with my hand to my chest, wondering if my heart was ever on the right side.
This Morningstar Farms veggie sausage, best choice tonight. For job!
Teeth were made to indulge. Remove 15 years of stains in 2 weeks with Colgate Optic White Pro Series toothpaste.
Okay.
For several weeks, the children were kept under observation at the Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. I visited them as soon as I had the chance to. All the families of these children were deeply unsettled, that they had all independently come to the conclusion their child had been replaced by a doppelganger.
What?
They claimed that these new sons and daughters possessed substantial differences from their real children. The majority of differences
What the fuck?
involved altered
They
physical
kidnapping children out here?
and
What the fuck is going
inability
on?
to recognize familiar locations
I am still
and
confused
characters,
as shit
such as their parents
about
and their
this shit, about this shit as a whole. I'm still fucking
to have
confused.
names different to those that their mothers had given them.
Like, some of the shit they're talking about is fucking wild. It's like, what are you trying to say? That the kids get kidnapped? Is that what you're trying to say? Like, what?
Recollections of notable persons and events. For instance, each of the affected children claimed that I had become the wealthiest man in America through an oil monopoly. It is common knowledge that I did indeed work at an oil refinery in my youth. But to entirely deny my 2 terms as president and insist instead that I had always been a mere philanthropist struck me as being particularly odd. The families were agonized by the children's behavior. Some continue to search for their real children. I support their endeavors. I do not believe that the children's afflictions were the result of hysteria. Every day, I find myself recollecting the day that I had selected the tree. I have since realized the difficulties involved in the removal of it should have repeatedly discouraged me. And had I been discouraged, the families of those children would not be experiencing the anguish that they currently have. Perhaps I never had the opportunity to select another tree. Perhaps I was meant to select that tree regardless of my persistent character. Perhaps we are all trolleys, forced to follow the path of the track to each of our destinations. I take solace in that thought. Or perhaps the tree chose me.
Fuck. Many, including my father, believe that the 1934 Christmas tree vanished. This is untrue. I have seen it wandering in the plaza on many occasions, and it resembles a man far more in Detroit. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This gas be fucking hit it. Shit. By John D. Rockefeller Jr. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex, for that. All right.
Oh my god, what? You literally read my mind.
Oh, did she know?
Watch me go head-to-head against two CTIs at SailorVersus.com. You guys ready to do this?
Yeah, let's go.
What? I could do a double upload. I don't know. Nah, fuck it. I'll do season 2 tomorrow. I'll do that shit tomorrow. I'll just do that shit tomorrow. Cause I feel like if I try to watch season 2, I feel like I'm gonna get interrupted in the middle of it. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna be patient and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. I feel like I shouldn't give y'all a 3+ hour video anyways. This is fucking strange. Who the fuck? What was that? What was that? No, get the fuck out from behind there. Whoa! I didn't like that. Who the fuck was that? Oh no, we're gonna die, bro. What? Huh? I don't even know what the fuck going on, but I'm trying to figure this out. And shout out to me, still squirting on the motherfucking rock. They need to stop again on the fucking cops button with the shot and with the fucking getting gone. Or the fuck they are because they're still trying to drag the shit inside the car. We did a little research and we found out what we saw. It's called a canyon or a canyon clown. This is what a good to shrink his head back into his body. My dad said the reason we went on this trip was so he could find Mr. Maya. Hey, I think that was Maya. But I don't think so. Look at that motherfucking carriage, nigga. I did not think so. Oh, okay. Yo. Hello. Sorry. Y'all like that though? That shit went hard. Just one more video and then I'm done for now. Here we go with the shit. Damn.
Monster Energy, please don't play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3.
Okay, part 1, Sculptor. Okay. No, you're not about to fucking skip past that. Okay. Washington, D.C. Thomas U. Walter, architect. Montgomery. Maiga, who is an engineer. I think that's how you say that. Then from Livorno, Italy, we got Thomas Crawford, who is a sculptor, and Alfonso Zaffino, who is a detective. Okay. Liberty must stand on the Capitol Dome. Yes, I will find an artist to bring the statue to life. Would you provide a design for the statue? Most certainly. Freedom 1, Freedom 2, and Freedom 3. Freedom 3 will do, but change her cap. I will remove the cap and begin the cast. Okay? 6 weeks later. Okay. Freedom is difficult to cast. Apologies for delays. 3 weeks later. Is Freedom on her way? Inspector Zalfinzo speaking. Mr. Crawford passed away. Damn, he died? Fuck. Mr. Crawford passed away. Monarcha, I think that's how you say that, will receive freedom. Expect arrival in a month. What the fuck? Part 2, Daughter. Text and illustrations by Nina Crawford. Read by an Italian student and Gil Brill Gib Realtor. Okay.
Gli schizzi di papino della libertà sono stupendi. Lei assomiglia a mamma se fosse una regina. Ho chiesto a papino se potesse fare una statua per il sogno di classe. Ha detto sì. Dice breve. Oggi papino è andato al suo studio. Mi ha chiesto se avessi già iniziato a lavorare alla mia statua ed ha continuato a sorridere. Io credo di sì. Papino è molto sincero. 13 aprile. Non abbiamo avuto notizie di papà per un po' di giorni. È già successo in passato, dopo aver voluto lavorare al suo studio per tanto tempo, ma la mamma oggi era molto preoccupata. È andata nel suo studio dove l'ho rimesso a letto. Comincia a bere. Mamma è tornata a casa stanotte e andava a fretta verso la sostanza. 16 aprile. Oggi è venuto un ispettore. Ci ha chiesto di papino e poi è andato nella stanza della mamma. Un paio di minuti dopo sono arrivati più uomini. Mamma stava piangendo. Continuava a gridare: lei ha i suoi occhi, lei ha i suoi occhi. Ero spaventata. Sono scappata via dalla
What
casa.
the fuck?
18 aprile. E ricordo da prima di dire alla mamma...
This is unsettling as hell.
Sono una madre chiamata Monarca. Sono giù dal porto e l'ho trovata accorata là vicino. Accanto alla nave c'erano alcune scatole. Patti della libertà erano in ciascuno di esse. Mi sono intrufolata in una scatola della vuota. Spero che venga mandata dove sta Papino. Sento il suo spirito vicino alla libertà. 21 aprile. Sono molto affamata. Le scatole sono legate con una corda, quindi non posso uscire da sola. C'è un tappo rullare nella stanza, come dell'argilla trascinata per il pavimento. Posso sentire le corde che vengono tagliate e qualcosa di grosso uscire da una scatola. E Papino? Ci sono molti altri suoni, come la mia cuffiolante. Dopo che le corde sono rotte, sono uscita in fretta dalla scatola ed ho trovato del pane e della frutta nella stanza accanto. Mi sono sbagliata. Non è...
What the fuck? Hell no! Do y'all see that? Hell no! Hell no! Why that man look like that? Fuck no! Did y'all see that shit? That mask? Fuck no! Oh, you scared? Shit, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be kind of scared too. Like, what the fuck is going on in this shed? Oh, again, I got chills. I got chills. Shit. What? What am I talking about? Whoa! Whoa! Why does it have to be so close? I don't understand. Okay?
Dopo avermi messo a terra, ha acceso il fuoco mettendo le sue braccia contro delle pietre. Ormai è da ore che attiva la sua spada di
Oh shit! That shit making a sword? Them fucking eyes. Them fucking eyes. Oh fuck. Part 3, Captain. An excerpt from the captain's log of the Monarca.
19 aprile. Le casse sono state caricate all'alba. Sono pesanti. Su squali esse contiene una parte di una grossa scultura. 29 aprile. Siamo a 13 pronta all'alba. La nave ci ha messo ore per approdare nel porto. C'erano molti buchi neri postigno. Ciascuno di essi ha permesso l'enorme quantità d'acqua di entrare. Senza il catrame saremmo affondati in 3 giorni. Abbiamo aperto le casse per gli ufficiali della dogana. Le casse erano vuote.
Gibraltar. Okay, Part 4, Commissioner. Written and read by Commissioner H. Morgan.
On the morning of April 29th, we received numerous reports regarding a tremendous boom that washed up the rock, which tore down hundreds of trees and created several landslides throughout the previous night. One civilian likened the phenomena to the work of a gigantic crazed pharaoh. Due to the sheer number of reports and the high level of concern in the surrounding community, I deployed myself along with 13 officers.
Have y'all tried to escape?
Of an explanation.
Yep.
We discovered that there was indeed an English large trail through the dense foliage stretching almost the entire height of the rock.
How the fuck you can get up there?
With no bends in the path. The cuts to the trees themselves were precise. The downed trees continued to be warm to the touch, presumably due to the extreme speed of this force. A few fires present along the trail were extinguished by fellow officers as we traversed the rock. The path ended at a large crevice in the ground, which looked to be the entrance to a large underground cavern. After requesting additional men and equipment, Officer Hadley descended into the crevice. It was not long until Hadley exclaimed in fright and urged us all to enter. Within the following hour, the majority of us were in the cavern, which appeared to be an undiscovered offshoot of St. Michael's Cave. In the middle of the location stood a plaster model of a tall Greco-Roman statue of a woman. Surrounding this sculpture were displayed remains of an individual, flattened like a set of clothes. A hollow-out torso was stretched a quarter of the way up the statue. Beside effects of which compelled a few of the officers to exit the cabin. The human remains were collected and sent to the morgue, while the sculpture was cleaned and lifted out. The statue's blade, held in its right hand, matched the cuts present on the downed trees. Despite the fantastical implications of this detail, the Gibraltar police force officially concludes that the work of the crazed fella was nothing more than the result of heavy winds. During a secondary investigation, a journal was discovered in the cabin. The translation of its Italian text is in progress.
Part 5, Craftsman. Freedom, written by Philip Reed. Alright.
Arrives the tight-knit wooden ship. The plaster body is absent. Instead, a tall, wounded woman, sleeping in its vessel, donning a helmet wrapped in a robe, clutching a sword and a damaged shield.
Oh shit.
Overheard a conversation with the captain. A violent conflict with Freedom at the port in Gibraltar. They tell me inside her is the plaster. And I walk away.
Okay, it's Gibraltar.
Firmly believing
Gibraltar.
Craved liberation
There we
so
go.
terribly.
Yeah?
She tried to take it for herself.
Oh.
But off the ship, she was dragged away. Freedom. Locked up. Freedom. In chains.
That's not freedom, nigga. That's being
They
held
tell
against
me
your will.
I have to take it
what
out
are you
of her.
talking about?
So
Freedom, my dick,
rope,
nigga.
peel, and pull. When it was done,
Yeah?
Freedom stood motionless. Freedom stood still.
Of course it's...
I see the
Okay.
final bronze
Whatever.
woman, and I feel as if, maybe even hope, she is only dormant now.
I hope she's in a better place now.
Again.
If she's not dead, I hope she's in a better place. Because that's fucked up. Part 6, Sculpture. Alright. Okay. The News Delaware Journal. Anti-Dean Associate storms U.S. Capitol. Millions look out in horror during attack on democracy. And then this text right here, I can't even really fucking read that shit. Can y'all? Oh, fuck.
Get all kinds of deliciousness delivered at edible.com.
Fuck.
Your ultimate anime shopping experience awaits at the all-new Crunchyroll store.
Oh, interesting.
In its vessel. Locked up. Freedom. Freedom stood still.
Okay, there we go. The Statue of Freedom is shot down by Ada gunfire. Wow. Okay then. Who the fuck is that? Oh. Chill the fuck out. Oh my fucking god. Wow. Wow. Ah, shit. Nigga, fuck. That scared the... Oh my god, fuck. Oh, jeez. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. I'm done for now. I'm done. Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me. I'm not even gonna lie. That scared the fuck out of me. Wow. I was not expecting that. Holy shit. Good shit, Alex. Kantanas. I think I said that right, but good fucking shit. Good fucking shit. And also, shout out to the Kanawha tape. Shout out to you, Heavenly Cryptid. You got 1 or 2 jump scares out of me. Good shit. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Y'all can do anything y'all put your minds to. I believe in you. I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.